Yo, what's up? You're off in God's country with ya boys, Reid
and Dan is bull.
also known as the Brothers Hunt, where we take a weekly drive to the intersection of country music and the great outdoors. Two things that go together like one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball history and the 98 Braves.
Or a Suzuki Samurai and $6,500 in Clarksville. Go get it. It's a good looking buy.
I might text that guy.
Brought to you by MeatEater and
T-E-C.
You remember your line?
V-A-S. Yes.
I don't make mine up as I go.
Tacova still sponsoring the show now, baby. Thanks to Tacova for still sponsoring the show now, baby. It's hard to find some words to go in this Tacova song,
but we gonna keep on singing it and keeping the lights on because of Tacova sponsoring the show now, baby. Tried to jazz it up.
I wait to get the intro going until our guests leave because I don't want to hear us.
Oh yeah, they got to get completely out of
singing that song.
Yeah, man, they got to get out of the parking lot.
Tacova song hot though. Stay hot, Tacova song. Not as hot as these boots though.
Yeah, speaking of hot, that's the reason I have shorts and boots on today is because it is too hot to wear pants.
Speaking of hot, Ray thinks that episode was a top 5.
He does. He said, "Hey man,
he came out of there hot."
Yeah.
Do you like it, Ray? Give us a sound for you.
He cried money. He cried when he came out. He had tears in his eyes. A little Ray just swinging on a porch swing.
Josh Phillips, been a buddy for a long time and has one of the greatest song stories.
Yeah.
First hit song stories. Songs, maybe.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a 200 incher of writing a song in Nashville.
Yeah, I agree.
Whitetail reference.
He wrote Dirt Cheap by himself about his kids, about his home.
And you know what? What's
at midnight in his backyard.
And it got the flowers it deserved. You know what I mean? It could have just been an album cut and
it got the hardware.
But it got it, man.
Song of the year. ACM Song of the Year.
And just couldn't happen to a better, humble,
ain't no doubt, man.
Dad and guy, man.
Yeah.
Just a good old dude.
He's great. We talk a lot. Talk a lot about hunting.
You talk a lot.
He's a big outdoorsman. You talk a lot.
I think I'm doing more listening these days.
You talked a lot. Ray, who talked more, me or Dan today? Perfect equal split. Dude, you gave me the donkey honk yesterday, man. And him the eagle. Give me a sound, Ray, for my performance today. Give me a sound. Wild West.
You're a cowboy. That's pretty tough. Oh, there's a low note.
What about Dan's?
Money, baby. Money,
You're gonna love this episode. Thanks for Josh for coming out. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. 5-star roasts have been coming in hot lately. Yeah, been some good ones.
This is a good one.
That's good.
See, it's quicker today.
The potatoes would be nice and I
just don't know how he does it. How he changes the.
He's a master of the keys.
He's tech master. Dude.
He's the guy.
Tech master Ray, man. The title of this is called "Same Bro." That already makes me laugh.
We say that a lot.
Yeah, because
we said it a lot today. Same, dude.
Reid Duval.
Oh,
Duval.
How's he spell it?
Duvall.
Oh my gosh, bro, you're an idiot. My name, does he got the same name as me? How does he spell it?
Yeah, R-E-I-D.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
The way I do?
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow, what are you doing here?
I was just asking you how he spelled, you said Reid Duval. I was like, how's he spell Reid? Like, how's he spell it?
Okay.
Because most people say R-E-E-D.
Making a reference to something, but yeah, he's Reid. Impeccable communications from a couple of quote-unquote writers.
Oh, quote-unquote.
Dan's unique command of the English language is demonstrated time and time again as he frantically attempts to connect with a weekly guest.
Frantically attempts is great.
Expressing his relatability in just one word. Same. Reid isn't much better. On the most recent episode, I couldn't tell if they were just saying same to each other to try and improve the average word count of the episodes or to their apparently extremely relatable guest, Justin Moore. I will say, if someone were to tell me this is a must listen, and one of their favorite pods, I'd have to respond in kind. Same.
Good one.
Come on in there, Reid Duvall.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Claps.
Give him a little bit. Yeah, that was a good one, man. Notable reasons that was a great one. Just because it's extremely accurate.
Yes, very true.
No Luke Combs references, not one.
Brought it all the way around.
All the way around.
Yeah, full circled it.
And didn't take the easy cop out of us interrupting our guests all the time, because we do that.
Or us talking too much about our lives.
Yeah.
Which it's our podcast, man.
What are we supposed to do? Not talk about our lives?
Yeah, man. You don't tell me you don't want to hear our stories.
Yeah, they're pretty great. I know you know.
We love y'all.
If you didn't know, you wouldn't be listening right now, and you're still listening.
Why are you smiling?
Ain't cut me off,
Why are you
baby.
laughing?
Why are you laughing? In your
Why
truck?
are you laughing, bro?
Don't wreck, dog.
Quit laughing in your
Get to
truck,
where you
dude.
need to be and cut your truck off.
Listen to our podcast more and watch it and share it with your friends and your family and your grandmas.
5 stars.
Peace out. All right, we speed. Speed.
Are we speed, Ray?
That's what the pros say, Josh. Speed.
Speed?
That means like go.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a speed guy.
Yeah.
I mean, not in the drug way.
Used to be.
No. What?
Just kidding. Hey, we got ACM Song of the Year winning. I'm very happy to say that, dude.
Thank you.
Dadding of 3, a big deer killing, buff guy now. I guess he's always been a
Now,
buff guy.
I was gonna say, the kid's always been strapped.
Motorcycle driving, tattoo rocking. We got Mr. Josh Phillips
Thank
out
y'all
in
for
God's country.
AGC.
Thank y'all, boys.
We Josh is a big buddy of ours, man. We've been buddies for a long time, and he came in immediately. We started catching up, and I was like, "Stop," because I want to catch up on the mic.
Yeah.
And the first thing he asked, he was like, "How's the kids doing?" We're like, "Great." He's like, "How's y'all's turkey season?"
Yeah.
immediately went to turkey hunting.
Priorities.
Give it to me. How was your turkey season?
Dude, it was awesome. Easiest turkey season I've literally
That's
ever had.
what kind of what we both
Unreal.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, first 2 days we limited out. My wife killed her first turkey ever, which was awesome.
What'd you shoot it with?
How was that?
She shot a 12 gauge Spandau shotgun. They sent it to us and
Nice.
got to shoot it. But yeah,
How come people are always sending you stuff?
I don't know.
Look at this guy.
I don't know.
You got it.
If I got, bro, if I
Is there
had,
like a trick to it?
if we made a T-shirt, I'd want this guy rocking it.
I think like one connection leads to another, you know, and so like I met Vortex Optics and they started sending me optics, and then these gun companies were like, well, man, maybe we should send them guns to put those optics on, you know.
We'll keep you humble and hold the Tacovas. How about that?
Yeah.
Had your wife been hunting before? Like, did she know what to do, or was like the first time you had to walk her through everything?
She kind of knew what to do. I think by proxy of hearing me, you know, do it for years. But she'd been hunting one other time. She also killed her first deer this year.
Big deer.
I want to get into that. I want to get into that later. Yeah, we're going to.
Bigger than Josh.
But way bigger than anything I've killed. But yes, the turkey season, I go out first morning.
Where'd you go?
I actually just got 92 acres. Haven't bought it yet. Haven't bought it yet, but I'm trying to buy it.
Okay, so
but the farmer's letting me.
Is it the one you were talking to me about down the road from you?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's letting me fall in love with
At
it.
the dove hunt. Remember you telling me?
Yeah.
That's the place?
Yep. So it's right down the road from Singleton's, literally right there. But anyhow, so we go out there. I was brand new. I had no idea if there was any turkeys out there at all.
Oh, that's kind of the best.
It was awesome. Go out first morning, and I had set up just total wrong. And so I'm calling.
Wait, why? Why'd you set? Why are you? What are you saying?
All the toms are behind me, coming off the roost. I'm like, oh crap! So I'm sitting there, and you know, I can't really move because they're on the ground. And so I have 2 jakes come in front of me, and I see a tom out of the corner of my left eye behind me,
Gobbling at you or what?
Yeah, he's strutting, just gobbling. He's ready to go.
Okay.
So are you in a wood line facing a field, thinking they're gonna fly over roost in the field?
Yes. So it's weird. So there's a tree line that borders the property, and then there's a field, and then there's a U-shaped tree line with a clover field inside of it.
Oh, daddy.
So I'm in the U-shaped tree line.
Yeah.
They're in the other tree line behind me.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting there.
I missed it already, dude.
Oh, it was awesome. And I'm sitting there watching these 2 jakes, and the tom comes by, and I get cocky, think I can spin around, try to shoot him. Jake he spooks, obviously. I come back, I go get lunch, and then come back an hour later,
And by yourself?
By myself.
Dang, solo opening morning.
He's hungry for it. Mad at him, dude.
I'm walking down this ridge because the clover field is up on a ridge top, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm walking the side of the ridge because I didn't want anything to see me if they're up there. Mm-hmm. And I come to the top and there's a tom strutting in the middle of the clover field.
You hear him or see him first?
I see him. Oof. I just stick my head up. Oof. And I'm like, oh crap, what do I do? Like I've got my decoy, I've got everything. And so I army crawl out into the lower field, put the decoy down, and I'm in between him and the decoy now.
Like your style.
Oh,
like your style. I was trying to call him to you.
I start just chirping a little bit.
A little chirp.
And he comes over and I busted him at 55, 60 yards.
Dang, little TSS.
Little TSS, dude.
TSS
pump. Tungsten's amazing.
Dude, 60's the new 20, man.
TSS. Which was my first shot with tungsten. It was awesome.
Dude.
Or first harvest, you know.
Yeah.
And
you can say kill on here. We don't care.
Okay, so first kill with tungsten.
Yeah.
And
we're uncancelable, dude.
So I call my dad and I'm walking up. Uncancelable. I love it.
We're kind of too dumb to be canceled. I think people just go, we can cancel them.
Yeah.
But he wound up being a 4-beard.
Dang.
He was 11, 7, 5, and 5.
Jeez. Did you mount him?
I did.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You should have. Yeah.
Yeah, Beards Taxidermy down in Dixon did it.
Nice.
They did an awesome job.
Did they?
Yes. Amazing.
Well, how long did it take them to do it?
3 months.
Jeez. I mean, that's a very fast
Yeah, I've already got it back.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so got him first day, and then next day I go the next morning, didn't see anything.
Same spot?
Same spot, but different field.
Yeah.
I actually saw something, just couldn't get him to come in. So I go back the evening with my wife. She had never killed a turkey. She was like, I want to go with you. And so I had a box stand there.
What did you do with your legion of kids?
Oh, we just had a babysitter.
Oh, nice.
We just left them at the house, bowl of food and water. You know?
Dude, that's a redneck move.
Well, your little girl though, she's probably old enough to kind of help a little bit.
She's 6.
That's what. I mean, mine's 5.
When date night's going turkey hunting in the afternoon.
So wait,
that's hardcore.
So your girl, boy,
girl. Yep, 6'3", 2.
So yeah, okay, yeah. So she can help. I mean, that's what we are.
Yeah.
6'3", 10 months.
Yeah.
So she helps a whole lot.
She's helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured she was. It's not babysitting though.
Definitely not babysitting.
You get a babysitter. Y'all go hunting.
Get a babysitter. Go hunting. And so my wife, again, never killed a turkey. We're sitting in the box stand because I wanted her to be comfortable.
Totally.
And also, she just moves around too much, and we needed to be in a stand.
Yeah, man, I get it.
And so we're sitting there watching the field, and I told her, I was like, hey, keep an eye on the field behind us, which is the horseshoe clover field. Mm-hmm. I'm going to watch this hay field. Mm-hmm. And she's like, okay. So I notice after like 20 minutes, she's just looking at her phone.
Yeah.
And I turn around and look at the clover field. And
20 minutes? I feel like 20 minutes is a long time.
Yeah,
that's actually a good run.
Yeah, it was a good run.
Yeah.
And then I noticed Jake yelped a couple times, and I had a Jake decoy out. And I turned around and look at the clover field, and there's 2 toms out there. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I looked at her. She's still looking at her phone. I said, hey, you looked at that clover field behind us any? She said, yeah, there's nothing out there. I said, babe, turn around. And she turns around. She's like, oh, my God. She's freaking out. Yeah. And I said, she has the 12 gauge. I have the M2 20 gauge. And I said, I'm going to count to 3 and we're going to shoot. She didn't realize that it's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh, well, it could go a bunch of different ways.
Same predicament many times.
You got to for the listener up there, you got to clean that up before you go to counting.
My fault. I should have specified. So we 1, 2, 3, shoot, boom, on 3. Then I shoot, and we smoked 2 birds. It was awesome.
Nice.
I was hunting with my dad one time, and same thing. We had 2 birds coming in, and we were plenty of time gobbling the whole way, plenty of time to go. All right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, shoot. We're shooting on shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. And he's like, okay. So we're coming in, and those birds are coming in. And they get in range, and I was like, all right. I was like, again, I was like, 1, 2, 3. I was like, we're going to 1, 2, 3, shoot. And when I said shoot, so he went, and I was like, "Dad, go with that." He jumped up, did the thing. But
y'all doubled up though, didn't you?
Yeah, we doubled that day. It was awesome.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It was awesome. Yeah, dude, our turkey season was probably one of the easiest too, man. I'm not saying easiest, but it just like happened. The thing worked out. The thing happened very quick. Opening morning, twice actually. Dad killed one, then I killed one. And then the next day we went back. Dan killed one. Then the next weekend we tagged out. I mean, it was very.
Then we went to Oklahoma and Kansas smashed. I mean, it was just like I probably seriously hunted 5 times.
Yeah, and I don't know how, but my turkey tank if my turkey tank's this coffee cup right here, which I didn't ask you if you want to eat coffee, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
If my turkey tank is this coffee, or this room is my deer tank, this turkey or this cup is my turkey tank.
Yeah.
Like, I just need to see it one time.
Yeah.
I need to hear them gobbling hard one morning, hear them off the roost, see one strutting in, do the show in front of me, blast him.
I mean, I like to see other people blast them too.
Me too.
That part of it's real fun. You know?
Yeah, but I don't have to go after them all season long.
You're saying you don't have to kill a bunch yourself personally.
Yeah.
I could chase turkeys all year.
That's your thing.
I love it.
Really?
Really? I mean, I love deer hunting too, but I didn't grow up turkey hunting. I think of you as a duck
guy.
I do love duck hunting.
But what's the one?
Wait, I love asking this question. You got one day to be one place and hunt one thing. What is it?
You can pick any day of the year.
And I don't have any camera footage. Like, I can't go, well, I've got a 160-inch deer on camera, I'm going to go chase him. Right?
That's good. I ain't been. That hasn't been proposed yet.
That's a little specific.
Yeah. Okay. You got 160-inch deer on camera. You got a duck hole full of mallards.
There you go.
And you got
6 goblin turkeys.
You got 6 goblin turkeys on the roost.
And you can pick April, November, or January.
I'm probably going to go after the 160.
Dang.
Every time.
You've switched. You've changed.
Well, no, it's like
I got a number one hit, 100%.
Killed a couple big deer.
And completely changed.
Well, it's like, I mean, mallards, you can go somewhere and kill, you can shoot a bunch of mallards, unlimited mallards, pretty much any time. 160s to me, being from North Carolina, it's not a normal thing.
It's not a normal thing. 160 is not a normal thing.
Especially around here. Yeah. Especially around here.
160 ain't normal anywhere, bro. Yeah. That's a big deer.
I mean, yeah, it ain't normal, but yeah. On some farms, a lot of farms in the Midwest, they ain't shooting 160s.
Yeah. But I'm going to, 160, I'm going to go for sure.
Rut hunt? Or you like an early season, late season?
I'm going to rut hunt.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
I want to bang them and watch that.
Yeah,
me too.
Do it.
What you mad at? Just tell us what it is, what you mad at. Is it your in-laws' kids? Might be your boss man or your neighbor's cat. Just tell us what you mad at.
Full step down.
Just a little thing.
I love it.
Just a little thing. Yeah, that felt a little.
You singing,
smooth.
It's warm.
Don't be banging around Ray's guitar now.
Look, guys.
That's why I didn't bring my. That's why I didn't bring my brand new Gibson in here, because Dan just.
If you bring your guitar,
smashes it.
It's gonna get hit on some live edge.
That's the worst thing to be sitting next to.
I didn't bring it in here. Blame Jumps for that.
Hey, that's Jordan's dad's made these.
They look good.
They're pretty sharp,
but they're good at scratching up guitars too. Especially the ones that aren't mine.
You mad at anything?
You
got to, because I'm not.
I was I was annoyed, and here I wasn't really mad, but when I was flying down my road today to try to get here on time, a tree had fallen. Which I understand, right? Like a tree falls, you're like, ugh.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
They fall
across the road. And there was a crew working on it, right? I'm just looking for some sort of direction from somebody in that situation.
Because you're a follower.
No, what a follower! I'm the first one that pulls up.
You're a sheep, dude. You need
he'll jump on that so hard.
I'm just saying, you're either a lion or a sheep in this world. What does that have anything
to do with being a sheep? So I go
because you're sitting there waiting for somebody to tell you what to do.
I pull up. There's a guy standing there in an orange vest. He's looking into my truck like this.
Yeah, he's a lion,
just staring at you.
And there's people behind him working. And I was like, should I swerve up around? Because there's a hole.
Airplane hands.
There's a hole. Like the tree is 78% across the road.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a 22% hole.
Let's quit.
That my truck could slide.
Impressive.
Like 3/4 of my truck would be on, or no. A quarter of my truck would be on the road. 3/4 would be off. But there's room.
Yeah, you can go through.
Yeah. So I even hit him with the old, not good to pop around. And he's going,
Is that how he looked?
Yes. And so I'm like, I'm going.
Yeah.
The skid steer has clearly cut and removed the top of the tree. And so I'm like, and he's like, hey, get out of here. I was like, okay, man.
He's been waiting on that opportunity all day.
That's why I didn't say anything. He's hoping to get
like
mad.
I said,
at you.
I wasn't mad, but I'm just like, give a player like a little bit of something, and I know how to, maneuver this situation.
It's probably vice versa this morning. You're probably his what you mad at.
He's like, some
asshole was trying to
pull it up here.
Clearly, a crew was working on a tree
in a blacked out Tundra.
Waiting on me to tell him to turn around.
Yeah. Dumbass truck. Chinese truck. Oh, you mad at anything?
I'd let a Chevy go by.
Dude, I'm mad at this heat. It's unbearable.
My back's sweating right now.
The same. It's
probably has to do with this bamboo long sleeve I wore.
I was say you went long sleeve, long
I think
pants.
it looks comfortable though.
It is. It's hot. It's hot.
So we got to wear Tacovas, but I was like, shorts today.
This is the most Dan outfit I've ever seen.
I can't do the heat, dude.
Yeah, I'm with it. It's terrible.
I mean, we just got back from the beach and it felt way better there. And usually, like, you come back and it's like, it's hot at the beach, you know, and it was, but dude, this is sweltering.
It's just like a muggy, gross hot.
Gross.
Oh, it said the other day it was 86, but the heat index and what it felt like was 103.
Yeah. Oh,
it's that mugginess.
Yeah, and it's the part of the year, and it hadn't been a bad year at all. Like we hadn't had real summer heat yet until now. But I just hate that time of the year where it feels like somebody's standing there with an extra large hair dryer that's just blowing in your face. Yeah,
it feels
everywhere
like that
you
right
go.
now.
It's like you're walking to a wall of humidity.
Yeah.
My dog, I can let her out in the morning and like, she's been to training, so we're like trying to keep the training up. Yeah. And I'll pop her around a little bit, and it's been like 5 minutes. She's just like, when we do place, she gets on her mat, and she's like, and I'm like, you know what? We're done. Like, I don't even really train her that much because it's just so hot. They're dying out there, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Like, especially, I mean, like throwing the ball with Merle. Oh, he'll kill himself.
Yeah, he
won't know how to stop.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful.
Is it hard to keep up that training? I ask because I have a lab at training right now.
You know, or are you doing like professional duck training, or are you doing like obedience training?
Just like bird dog and obedience training.
Man, I would assume you would have to be a little more consistent on the duck stuff.
Yeah.
We just did obedience because my dog was a giant puppy punk, you know. And what they told me was 1 or 2 to 3 times a day at 5 minutes. My dog gets 1 to 2 times a day at about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But we're consistently reinforcing the whole time she's like, you know what I mean? It's like place.
What is 1 to 2 times for 3 minutes? Like, are you like,
I put her on
heel?
Well, they call it they don't call it a choke collar. They call it something very more appropriate. But I call it a choke collar.
20,
you know what I mean?
2025.
It's the prongy collar.
Yeah.
An obedience collar.
Yeah. That's what, yeah. Or even with a shot collar.
A direction collar.
Oh,
non-contact collar.
The stimulus it'll stimulate. And I'm like, well, just call it a shock.
You're just shocking.
It's a shock. Yeah, totally.
That's a shock collar.
Totally.
And it works.
So I'll do I'll collar her. I mean, I'll do the, whatever it's called, leash. I'll leash her, and then I'll have the little thing. So everybody has a baseline apparently. So he even like showed us. So my baseline is pretty embarrassing. His was like 40, like where he felt it.
Like the dude?
Huh.
Yeah. His was 4. He made us all do it.
So it was like 4?
7. I'm 7. I was like, I can feel it right there. He's like, no, you can't. I was like, yeah,
don't go any higher.
I can. Cheyenne's was 14. I was half of hers.
Well, did you have it around your neck when they did it?
Heck no.
I take back what I was saying earlier about what he is now. I take it back.
I put my 2 fingers on it. It was like, I was like, oh yeah, I can feel that. He's like, nah.
Dude, do you remember?
Mice can't even feel that. I was like, wow.
Dan was in a punk rock Christian band back in the day in college. Yeah. It was called Freshman 15. And I just thought they were super cool.
We were cool.
A good band,
we were kind of popping.
When he was in, like, I was wearing like wristbands to school and stuff, and like Skechers shoes and skateboard shoes.
Skateboarding at church, dude. In the
gym. Yeah. And so they all came. They were like all spending the night at our house one time, and we put shock collars around our necks and see which one could like run through the fence. Mm-hmm. You remember Coon? Coon? We turned the shock collar up all the way, and Coon went through, and it was like
he was like laying on the ground.
Thought we killed him, man.
Yeah. So her baseline's like 18, so we train her at like 20, and it just kind of. It's really not difficult.
Dang, man. Like Merle's, I put his on 99.
I mean, I got to pop her off. I had to pop her off of Martha the other day at about 90.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was serious.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
You hear it and they feel it.
She went straight to her place and laid down. But dude, honestly, it's completely changed the game for us.
Yeah. That's
Because
what I
she
heard.
was knocking our kids sideways, bro.
Yeah.
And was like, just being a puppy, but she's
sure.
80 pounds.
Yeah.
And so, Global Canine, I'll shout them out again, dude. West Nashville, dude. They hooked it up. It was expensive.
Yeah.
But it kept me from killing my dog.
But worth it. For sure.
So far,
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
I'm excited to get ours back. He comes back July 1st.
I bet your dog has a great name. What is it?
Max. That was
Underwhelming.
Hunter, our old.
Underwhelming. Yeah, I was expecting you to go some.
Well, our 6-year-old,
bro.
Our 6-year-old.
I like Max. I think that's a great name,
It's a good
dude.
name. It's a good dog name. I just
That's
assumed there
a
would be
big movie dog name.
I just thought it'd be
grand-
like
you got
Conway
Max.
or some
You got
sort.
Max 4 HD, Max 5 HD.
Oh, okay.
My son loves that Max thing. That the dog Max in that movie, whatever this, Pets or something.
Pets?
Yeah, he loves that.
Well, that's where the name actually came from. My 6-year-old Hunter named him.
Okay,
But I'm
that's
going with
different. I
Max
thought-
4 HD.
Yeah,
you know?
man, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Max Million. All right, I'll give Grace some now. You mad at anything? Glad at anything?
No, I mean, I'm good.
Straight off.
I'm straight. I'm glad. I'm mad that I got to mow my yard today
Oh, yeah.
because it's gonna be steaming. Dude, I saw a guy at the beach mowing, and he had
Who knows what?
he had a skag. It's like mowing in the inner island.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had a skag, and he had like on the roll bar up top had like ratcheted just a piece of cardboard all the way over the top of him.
Like I'm getting my shade.
Dude, I was like, that's a cheap way to stay pretty, not get sunbeamed all day.
Yeah.
It was pretty. I was like, well, I might try that today. But no, that's what I'm mad at. Not really anything.
Dude, I didn't know that you were like a big baseballer.
Yeah, back in the day.
I didn't know.
Not
I
only
played a
big,
little bit.
You got
Like,
you got your one sheet here.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
like
I mean, I feel like I know. I mean, I really know you. And
league big.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. We never made it, so here we are.
I mean, you're repping them on your head today, right?
yeah.
You're a Braves guy. You've always been a Braves guy.
Always been a Braves guy, man.
So tell us that. Tell us like you born and raised in North Carolina.
Yep.
What is it?
Yeah,
Sanford?
Sanford, North Carolina,
Okay.
center of the state. Grew up. My dad was a great baseball player, but really my whole family was.
Same, yeah. Ours too.
Granddad played semi-pro ball, and
Did our granddad, not to hop on you, dude.
Just shut up for a
No,
minute.
as I say this, I'm going back through the comments of everybody being like, if you want to listen to Reid's live, just tune in on Tuesday. But our granddad coached semi-pro ball and coached Hank Aaron.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's sick.
Sorry, go back to you. This is not
No,
about me.
dude.
Yeah, please. Just
I love
undercut it.
catching up with y'all too, though.
Yeah, right.
What was I saying? Oh,
You didn't have to say that. He said, what was I was like, I really hope he remembers that story he was telling.
my granddad played, dad played, uncle played. Everybody played, and so I guess at a young age, it was just like that was what we did.
Sure.
Daddy shoved a baseball in our hands, and so I played for a long time. Played a lot of showcase ball, travel ball, and then at I think 14 or 15, I got invited to a Braves tryout camp. I obviously couldn't get drafted at 15.
Sure.
Still, dude, that's a huge deal.
They just wanted me to come out, so I came out, and I think there was 300 people there, and they select 50 to take BP. So you'll run the 60-yard, you'll take infield, outfield, that kind of thing, and then the top 50 of those they'll take BP. And so I was one of the 50, which I guess is a big deal. I don't know.
Did you bomb one?
No, dude, not at 15. Okay, I don't think. And so Billy Best was the head scout for the Braves at the time. And we just kept in contact with him, which thank God. And so 17, 18, that was my senior year of high school. Billy was like, if you want to put your name in, we'd draft you, but it'd be really, really late.
Yeah.
So we opted to go to junior college for 2 years and hopefully get drafted higher. And I tore my meniscus in my knee twice and freaking wound up in Nashville.
Man, which seems to be
How'd you tear it?
Sliding into second base late, breaking up a double play.
part of a lot of people's story of why they can't go to that next level. I mean, it happened with one of my really good buddies. Same thing. Drafted by the Braves. Played JUCO ball. Went and played AA, AAA. Got called up a little bit, but hurt his knee and couldn't do it.
Yeah, man. I think it's it's surprising that baseball would be so bad on your knees, but it is.
Is it really?
Yeah, I had no idea, but
From what?
obviously
From the rotation
I
of
think
swing?
just the rotation, swinging, and then
quick movements too. I mean, you gotta be your response time's got to be automatic.
Yeah.
Running toward the ball.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
I was center field, right field.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what year was that? What year were you 18?
So I graduated high school in 2010, and then was at Pitt in JUCO 11 and 12.
Okay.
And then I moved to Nashville in 2015.
You miss it?
Baseball?
Yeah.
Not at all.
See, I don't miss football at all.
Yeah.
But I miss baseball.
I miss like if y'all were like, hey, let's start a men's league softball team.
Yeah.
And it'd be all of our buddies, then I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. But who's got time for that?
Nobody.
Yeah.
But
Jordan Walker.
Adam Craig. They're actually playing in a men's baseball league.
Dollies,
the
dude.
Dollies, dude.
They're doing great.
They just went to Texas and played, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
65 mile an hour fastball.
They're on tour, dude.
You got fastball and curveball coming at you. They both look the same.
Same speed.
I'm just kidding.
The shirts are great.
The hats are great.
The logo is sick.
Dude, they both got kids, man. They ain't got no time to be playing.
Oh, go home, Adam and Jordan.
The other side to that is like, I know y'all and I know me. It's like if we played that, I would be out there every day trying to be as good as I can be. So, dude, what if a scout shows up?
It's never like win the league. It's like, well, we could go to national.
Yeah.
I could quit right.
I
could quit right. So I might get drafted.
I got Tommy Lane tomorrow, but I'll cancel it.
I've seen The Rookie, dude. It could happen to me.
Why not me?
Okay, best baseball movie of all time.
Oh,
You got a lot.
dude, my favorite's The Natural.
I was about to say
Rookie of
that's
the year. Is that what you're going to say?
Robert Redford, The Natural.
Natural.
I don't see how you beat that one.
Pick me a winner, Bobby. Wasn't that?
Dude, every time he hits that home run into the lights, I'm like on the verge of crying, dude. It's
The
such a good
freaking
movie.
song. The
Oh, such a good movie.
he's running around.
I'm a Field of Dreams guy too, man.
That might be.
I really like Field of Dreams.
That might be a
Durham?
number 2. Field of Dreams might be a number 2.
Rookie of the year. Remember?
Rookie of the Year was good. Bull Durham was good.
Bull Durham was great.
Angels in the Outfield.
Come
on, dude.
Outfield's
Yeah.
probably my.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's
too.
a good one.
That's probably number 2 for
Dude,
me.
the Disney one with what was the high school teacher out of Texas or something?
That was The Rookie.
That was the
Yeah,
rookie.
yeah, that's
right. Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
don't know if I've ever
Dude,
actually seen that.
was it 43, the Jackie Robinson
That's a
movie?
great movie,
It was
too.
a really good movie, too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right, let's go. Have you always been a Braves fan?
Yep.
Favorite Braves team?
97.
Probably Glavin. Yeah, Glavin, Smoltz,
All right, let's
Chipper,
do it.
Andrew.
All right, let's do it.
Dude.
Around the horn. Catcher.
Are we doing it or is he doing it?
we're all
Because
doing
we
it.
can do it.
We're
We've
all
done
doing
now.
it.
You got to
No,
think I was 7 then.
No. We'll
we're
help
older than you.
because we're the same way, dude. My granddad, my dad's dad, watched every game and made sure we did too if we were there. Like, you didn't do nothing but watch Braves baseball when Braves baseball was playing.
Well, he ate biscuits and gravy and fried
And
dinner.
played dominoes during the
Played
seventh inning
dominoes and watched
stretch.
the Braves.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, Javi Lopez at catcher.
Yep.
Okay, you go first base. No, let him go
It depends
first base.
on his. Okay.
Trying to think who was first base.
Fred
then.
McGriff.
Was it McGriff?
McGriff.
Okay.
And that might have been a little bit early
Earlier
too.
than him. Yeah.
Second base. That's kind of like our favorite team.
Well,
I
wait,
guess too.
when did Klesko start?
He was left field,
right.
or right field.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's right, he was. There's
David
another first
Justice
baseman.
played center,
Yep.
Right center.
right center. I mean, we could just do it. Blauser
Chipper Jones.
at
Later years, Chipper Jones.
was it Blauser at shortstop or second, or Mark Lemke? Mark Lemke played
was
second.
Blauser was
short before Chipper came. Then Chipper moved to third.
He was started out at third.
No, he started out at short. Got moved to third.
he?
He started out short, then went left field. Then went third, right?
Ah.
Didn't he go left field for a little bit?
Maybe so.
I think so.
Who was the left fielder though? David Justice was right fielder. Later years, you had Kenny Lofton in center.
Yep.
Ooh, forgot about that.
Who was left?
Klesko played left
Did he?
and right.
Stacked.
Oh,
Your
dude.
pitchers.
And then Andrew Jones comes in 98.
Yeah.
Andrew Jones.
Win a
pops
World
in.
Series.
Dude,
Both
yeah,
him
yeah.
and Chipper, like the top 2 prospects in the league, both
Yep.
young.
Dang.
That team was stupid.
But
man.
that bullpen.
And then on the bullpen
so
was
good,
unbelievable.
dude. Smoltz, Glavin, Maddox.
That's all you got to say.
Rocker had him a year or two.
Let's go.
Yeah, Rocker was a little bit
Oh,
later. but-
racist Rocker, dude.
But, dude, what if you're down 1 going into the bottom of the 9th and you see that son of a gun sprinting like a dang bull.
with his own neck.
You're toast. You're done.
You're done. You ain't
You're
touching. Yeah, you're not winning the game.
No.
You're not winning the game.
No chance.
I mean, he's spitting. I mean, literally like a bull. Like a bull coming out of the pen.
Kicking dirt.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
I feel like you got to, and that's something like, you probably know some professional athletes. Like when you get to see them, when you're hanging out with them, it's just like this, right?
Yeah.
Like, but when you get to like when you see them in action,
You were never close.
no, dude.
You were never close to a professional.
Well, he was.
Well,
But
I don't know though. It's like I see him now, and I tell my dad all the time. He's like, "You think you could play with him?" I'm like, "Absolutely not."
It's
Those
a different
dudes are
deal.
so good.
it's crazy, man.
who is the most like shocking physiqued human you've ever ran across? And the reason I say that is we saw
So before you answer, let us tell you why.
we saw what was that guy? Who's the guy we saw in St. Louis?
Oh, dude, we saw Frank Gore and Patrick Willis walk
Patrick
through
Willis. We saw Patrick
through a
Willis
lobby of just regular people.
Yeah.
You know,
post
just massive.
practice. They had like they're just like
Yeah.
tanks on.
and they're we were at the World Series watching the Rams were in town. This is when they were
We were watching St. Louis.
play the 49ers were in town.
Yeah.
And then we were watching the Giants baseball play St. Louis Cardinals in the NLDS.
Yeah. And they come through the lobby. And
Professional
the lobby,
athletes everywhere.
Lobby's stacked, probably 200 people in this lobby. I mean, everybody's pushed in there. And they come walking through, bro, and it literally hushed. Like,
Yeah.
everyone was in absolute disbelief of the size of Patrick Willis. Frank Gore ain't no punk, dude. He was huge.
Yeah, he's shorter, but
But
Patrick
Patrick Willis didn't look human, dude.
Yeah.
His shoulders just came up and like into his ears.
Just huge.
he was wearing like a tank top,
Yeah.
and they were sitting on the top of his traps.
doesn't
He knows
Not
he's
even on
big.
his shoulders.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Yeah.
who have you ever seen anybody that just was like, God, dog, that guy's huge?
Who was the guy that fought MMA that was like 7 foot tall? Really big dude. I'm literally brain farting right now.
Is that the
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah,
No,
that's what I was thinking.
Golly, Brantley was buddies with him. I met him on tour.
Oh yeah, who was
What
that
is his
guy?
daggone? He hunts too.
With the cauliflower ear.
Yep.
Guy's a giant.
Stefan?
No, I may have. Hold on.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? I know where you're talking. I've seen that guy.
I may have his name in my phone. Let me see.
How are you gonna find it if you don't know it?
I just searched MMA in my phone. It's not in there because that's what I would have put beside his name. But yeah, dude, he's like 7 foot tall and like 320. He was a heavyweight MMA fighter.
Goodness.
But I met him. Brantley came out. We were when we were on tour with him. Brantley comes to my green room and he goes, "There's a guy out here that says he can whip your tail." And
I'm sure
this
he
was
said,
like
I'm sure he
me and-
said tail.
He didn't say tail. I'm trying to clean up my language for my kids.
Hey man, good for you, dude. Same.
But he comes back there, and this was me in my drinking days, and I'm like, "Well, let's go find him," you know. And so we walk out there, and he goes, "This guy," and I went, "Oh, he can."
Up and down, left and right.
And then they just started laughing. But yeah,
Dang, I want to remember that guy's name. His head was huge.
massive, dude.
What was his hand? How big were his hands?
Oh, like double mine, dude. I mean, it's huge. Yeah.
I'll never forget playing pitch. You're talking about
Remember Bruce Bochy's hands?
giant. Swallowed.
One of
my hand.
the coolest things about that time is
That's that same hotel.
we watched game 2 and our buddy Jake, Jake Peavy,
Yeah.
started game 2.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, Pitbull on the mound, man.
Yeah, stud.
Just going nuts. He just locks into a different mode. Yeah. Well, he was like, you could tell he was too, and he'll even tell you this, like he was too fired up,
Yeah.
and couldn't control where he was hitting his pitches and didn't throw a really great game. Matt Holliday hit a couple out on him, and they lost like 4-2 or something like that in the game 2. So we're sitting outside the hotel after the game and talking to Jake, and he's just kind of decompressing, and Bochy at the time was managing that team. Bochy walked out. Big dude, looks like a freaking, like the biggest teddy bear you've ever seen, like big head, just a big guy.
Dominating figure for sure.
He walked out, and this is the coolest thing. And like watching the games are cool and all, but the behind the scenes, just like music, man, like the behind the scenes stuff that you get to hear and see are the coolest. And Boach walked by, and Jake, mid conversation with us, he goes, "Hey, Boach." And Boach turned around and looked at him. He goes, "Jake," and he said, "Hey, man," he's like, "Give me the ball, game 5. He's like, "I promise you I'll win. I promise you I'll win. I'll get you a win, Boach."
Yeah.
He's like, "I didn't have my stuff tonight, but I promise you I'll get you." He's like,
Yeah.
"There's a reason you on the mound, Jake." He's like, "I'll see you game 5." You know, like
He's ready.
just a cool thing. He came over and shook our hands, and bro, when he it was like shaking a baseball mitt.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Crazy. Yeah, those guys are
unreal.
built different. When you play pitch with Jake, like everybody I've ever thrown with throws from here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you wind up and you're coming from side of the head. Dude, every time he threw, it was like
From what? Yeah. He's reaching.
way up here, and it was like literally like a sling. Like he's slinging his arm instead of forcing it. And dude, when it would hit your glove, it would nearly take your glove off. And he wouldn't even be throwing.
He couldn't throw as hard as he could to us.
No,
You got to think that dude was what, 96, 98 consistently.
His
I mean, 2 Cy Young. He won the Cy Young.
His nasty pitch was like a 93-mile-an-hour cutter. That nobody could touch. Yeah, nobody could touch.
Out,
and his off speed was nasty too.
Yeah.
All right, we can talk about that.
Yeah, let's go. We gotta get music, or we'll never do it.
What you working on? You're a tinkering guy.
Shit.
What you working on now? You working on some guns? You working on motorcycles? What are you doing?
Man,
Oh, we're not musicking. We're not
yet.
musicking.
I've been working on guns a bunch.
Okay.
I just finished up a couple 300 blackouts. I just did a suppressor deal with 2AD nap time suppressors.
Here you go.
Not to plug shameless plug on accident.
That's if you're going to suppress an AR, that's the one, right?
Yeah.
A 300.
I mean, honestly, with what we do for a living, I would suppress every gun. Like that's kind of where I'm at now. Just for our ears.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: from a guy that I don't have an AR.
Yeah.
But I want an AR. But it doesn't have to be like top of the line. I don't care about friggin' night lasers.
Yeah.
And all that. What do I need to get?
What do you want to do with it? Like home defense, or you
home defense?
And shoot coyotes. I mean, like
Can I do both or no?
Yeah. 300 blackout.
What? Who makes it?
Anybody.
Anybody.
I know, but there's
a
like good ones.
300 blackout.
Give me a good
Dana Defense would be a good one. Air Precision would be a good one. I could build you a good one.
Okay.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, because I've got a normal, just like a 5.56.
Yeah.
And I can't shoot a subsonic round out of it in it action, right?
Yeah.
But 300s do, right?
Yeah. So the 300 blackout round was actually built to suppress, which is kind of the reason why they did the whole thing. So you take like, for instance, if you were home defense, like I have a home defense 300 blackout. So my suppressor's, 7 inches. So I have a 4-inch barrel, 7-inch suppressor. So
Wait, what was 7 inches again? Thanks, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Seven.
Be sure and show the camera that.
7-inch suppressor, 4-inch barrel. So it adds up to like 11 inches. So if you're clearing rooms, adds up to like 11 inches. So if you're clearing rooms in your house, it's great because it's short,
Because you're not pow hitting it.
Yeah, you're not hitting. You don't want to be making a whole lot of noise.
Sure.
But yeah, you could also hunt with that too. Coyotes would be perfect for it.
So what am I looking at?
Good kid gun? Like no.
Easy with kid gun.
I'm just saying, like, it's better shoot a suppressed weapon with
For
a kid,
sure.
especially starting out.
I didn't know.
A 270,
Absolutely.
or 300 or 307.
Yeah, I mean they can hunt with it. There's not a lot of recoil.
Yeah,
it'd be amazing.
So what am I looking at price wise? If I was just like, hey man, build me above everything in my life right now is like 7. Where I used to just buy 3s and fix them up to like 4s or 5s on the 1 to 10 scale of quality.
Yeah.
Now I'm buying like 7 stuff.
Yeah, smart. Especially with a gun, AR 300 black with the optic, you could build for $2,500
Okay.
with a good optic. You know what I mean? You're spending
That's a little bit more than I thought.
Well, the optic's probably going to be $1,200-$1,500.
The optic's going to be minimum
Unless,
$700-800.
of course, you're sponsored by Vortex.
Yeah,
and then it's
and Leupold, and
then it's different. Just Vortex.
Hey, do you have any like sketchy stories about somebody like clearing rooms in your house or having to like wake up and go into security mode?
I had one weird scenario that we were getting ding dong ditched for whatever reason when we moved to Ashland City.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, people would run up, hit the doorbell, run off.
We say people. Was it kids or just people?
I still don't know. I never seen them.
Wow.
We didn't have a Ring doorbell at the time. We were broke. It was just a regular doorbell.
Same.
But now you do though.
Yeah. And so we do have a Ring doorbell now. So somebody hit it one night. It was the first time it happened. And me, I'm like, it's freaking midnight, dude.
Mm.
And so I jump out of bed, grab my 300 black, and I run out the front door. And I didn't see anybody. And then I realized that my wife is dying laughing inside because I'm outside with just my boxers on at midnight.
I would have laughed too.
With a 300 blackout with a flashlight shining in the front yard.
Right. Those kids were like, we ain't never going back to that house.
Very dramatic, but yeah, that's probably the only thing that's really happened out there. We live so far out in the country, I don't think
Yeah.
nothing really happens.
That's a weird. No, we haven't really either. I mean, there were some times in Franklin where me and Dan, Charlie's Angel down the hallway, you know. But like, that's a weird mode you go into, like, especially when you got kids in bed,
For sure.
you know, and a family inside.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, probably a good time to do your game.
Oh, yeah. I made a game up.
Talking about tinkering.
Okay.
He's a marketplace guy, right?
Okay.
You like a marketplace deal.
I feel like you're a marketplace.
For sure.
I feel like we've even talked about that.
And there'll be a good
marketplace.
segue to go into music.
So I came up with a game,
Okay.
and all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you is this right? Am I saying it right?
I think.
I'm going to show you a picture of something on Marketplace,
Okay.
and you tell me how much it's worth.
What do you think? What do you think it go? What do you think it's going for?
And then I'll tell you the actual price, and you tell me dirt cheap or dirt steep. Okay.
Okay.
First is a 1993 hard top Suzuki Jimmy. I'm going to show you the price. Take a look at it.
Is this the black one?
I can't answer this because I looked at that yesterday.
125,000 miles.
125,000 miles.
I don't think I remember the price though. I'm going to say 4,500.
Okay. Actual price, 6,500. Is that dirt cheap or dirt steep?
It feels dirt steep. For 6,500, I'm buying a Jeep.
This is
Really?
looking good though, dude. That's a hard
okay.
top.
You can get a nice. You can get an old Wrangler, like
Oh yeah.
tear down Wrangler for.
So you're saying dirt steep on the Jimmy?
I think so, man.
Okay, all right, let's
I'll go
move
get
on.
a Jeep and the parts are more accessible.
Okay, let's move on.
Good call.
Okay, next on the block we've got a 1987 GMC Jimmy.
Oh, that's going to be... That's got to be 12 or 13 grand.
We don't know. I told him to just do stuff. That's like harmony, cha-ching.
What do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 10.
1987 GMC Jimmy, 16.5.
Dang!
That feels dirt steep.
Dirt
That
cheap,
feels dirt steep, dude.
Dirt steep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next on the list we have a used, good old Canon gun safe.
Okay.
Canon gun safe.
I bought.
We know.
That's my
we know
gun
what
safe.
these go for.
I
we know.
bought mine for
Yeah.
dirt cheap.
But this is used.
I have 2 of those that I bought at Tractor Supply on Black Friday, and I think they were like,
$800.
yeah, $700-800.
New.
New on
You can
Black
get.
Friday.
They had them like it was like 40% off or something. Because I almost did the same thing.
I'm saying $500.
700.
No way!
Dirt
Don't buy
steep?
that. A dirt steep.
Where you
Wait
at?
till Black
Where you at,
Friday.
Ray?
See, I'm going dirt cheap.
Yeah.
What did that say?
Oh, now you try to do that.
What? Money.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's way
Is that
better
what he's
than
saying? Is he saying money?
I think so.
Bro, my Canon gun safe came from Murfreesboro Marketplace, $500, and I was like, he's like, yeah, just roll it. We'll throw it in the back of your truck. Bring a couple buddies. I took my buddies, Ed Dan,
So heavy.
upstairs.
Dude.
Oh.
Upstairs
With a turn in the stairs.
a wooden like rail coming down with the turn at the bottom. We tore that place to pieces.
Yeah, we did.
And the guy was like, and I was like, bro, you the one.
Yeah.
You the one didn't tell me it was upstairs. I wouldn't have bought it.
We bought a. I'll tell you. We'll get to it in a minute because there's another one of these. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. We'll do one more. Oh no,
money, yeah.
I thought that was the thing. All right. What about this guy? And a 1989 Nissan
Oh.
D21. You're gonna want this truck. You probably looked at this.
Oh, I want it bad.
Flatbed,
Let me
dude.
see.
Mean.
Oh, I want that one too.
Here's where I struggle with these.
Dang,
Like,
okay.
I genuinely don't know what they're worth.
Okay,
At
great.
all.
So you got a flatbed. I'm gonna say it has daily. It's a daily truck, so it's running good.
That's somebody's daily?
4-wheel drive.
That's mean.
He's a deer hunter.
Vic,
All the time.
Vic Cherry had one of those. I wanted to buy it so bad, man.
Oh,
when I was
yeah.
16, I wanted that truck so
Dude,
bad.
how useful would that truck be?
Well, I mean, I got it now. It's my Tacoma, but yeah.
Well, I'm just saying flatbed. though.
Flatbed though is a totally different deal. All right, here's what it looks like to the viewer.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna go 11.5 on that.
Oof.
because I've been low, I'm going to shoot higher than normal. I'm going to say 95.
That was a little loud. 5,800.
Dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap. Let's go get
Dirt
it.
cheap. He's like Texas guy.
Yeah, does it? We'll tell him to, if he brings it here, we'll pay him 6,500.
All right, we're gonna do 2 more.
All right.
God, they're so good though. Let's do 3 more. We'll do 3 more fast. Okay,
All right, fast round.
All right, go.
Lightning round.
Oh, dude. 70 grand.
1968 Chevrolet Camaro coupe 2-door.
Is it
50.
45.
Ray, you can't use the same one twice, dude. Find another one.
1967 Gibson Country Western acoustic guitar. 1967.
$4,500. It's got that fat 60s
Now he's
neck.
doing it. 7.
$3,000. It's on there right now.
Pretty good deal.
Last one, and this is the reason that I saved it. Reid and I.
What was that? 1960 what?
Gibson Country Western.
1960 what?
7.
Oh, okay.
Got the baseball bat neck on.
50,
late 60s.
57 would be.
Early 60s would be
Yeah.
5 all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one we have is a Amish built hunting blind, which is looking good. It's looking
I
good.
like it. So you know it's built right.
Ray. You know it's built right.
You know it's built right. $6,000.
Oof. It's a money counter. And a microwave. 1,600.
Dang.
That feels
Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap.
That feels dirt cheap, right?
Well, let me tell you this. I'm so excited you said that because me and Reid just bought one for $400. The catch was,
Brought nuts, bro.
The catch was that we had to load it ourselves.
Oh.
And let me tell you something.
Do you have a loader or anything?
Tractor.
We had a tractor.
Okay.
And a trailer that was not big enough.
Brother, I got to show you this video. Tell him how it went.
Well,
Honestly.
the only thing we broke was like a little like 1x1 piece of siding on the side, and I cannot believe it. We may have bent a corner of the roof or the roof a little bit, but Dan had to pull the truck with the trailer. It was kind of sitting on downhill slope, so like this, facing this way. It had 2 center blocks. We kicked the center blocks out, so it's leaning already.
Yeah.
Dan pulls the truck, backs the trailer to it. I take the tractor and we ratchet strap through the window under the front and then around the sides.
Yeah, bro.
And I had to, and Dan, we hooked it to the trailer. So Dan pulled it and I held it with the tractor till it went on its side. And then we undid the ratchet strap from Dan's truck. And I had the trailer and I had to just creep forward and lay that gun down.
Look how big this thing is, though. I'll show you a video. Check this out.
Oh my God. Was it 10-foot base? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
9-foot base.
I mean, you could sell that for $1,500 right now.
I think so too.
Easy.
And just make your money back.
I think so too. Check it out. Check it out sitting there though, baby.
Yeah.
That's our dad's gonna hunt that thing like crazy, man.
That thing lives there. It's gonna stay. It's permanent.
But I'm gonna tell you something. That ain't for the faint of heart, bro.
No.
The guy that was helping us, he was like, I'm gonna make you pay me before y'all load it up.
Yeah.
Which makes
Smart
sense.
man.
Smart man.
And then while we were moving it, he was like, "All right, I'm out."
He's like, "Sorry, boys, I got to go." He helped us for a minute, and he was like, "This is good." When it was sitting like this, and we were like, "I don't know. Should we put it down? Should we not put it down? You back up. I told you to back. Did you not see my wheels moving?"
Lower the bucket.
Yeah, it was. He was like,
Dude,
I
those
got
things
my-
are awesome though.
"Awesome."
Dude, I know y'all grew up hunting the same way I did, freezing your tails off in a climber or a ladder stand. I got my first one of those this year, and I don't know if I'll ever go back.
Really?
It's game changer.
I mean, outside of like, if I'm traveling and hunting, I'm gonna take a climber with me or something like that.
I'm sure Redneck sent you one.
No, they didn't.
Sure. Yeah.
During bow season, like lock-ons and stuff like that. But for rifle, dude, when it's cold during the rut,
Especially for like good old dads. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying. My dad would do it. But like, we're not trying to put him in a lock on or some freaking climber or something. You know, I want him to just have a place where he can go and chill and be comfortable, and we know he's safe and it's all good.
And man, if you're talking about like trying to get in somewhere quiet and out quiet and easy and scentless, like those things will hold your scent, and you can just crack a window open until you're ready to shoot something. And it's silent going up. Especially, same with like a ladder stand, bro. Like I'm team ladder now. Yeah. Like I'll climb if I need to and leave a lock on. If there's a lock on in a spot that's great, and I jam up spots you can get to, I'll go hunt it. But like, bro, if I'm buying a new stand, I'm buying a ladder. Yeah. I'm buying an 18-foot ladder and I'm putting it up. Because they're awesome.
They're great too for like, because we all have kids and we all want to introduce our kids to the outdoors and take them hunting and let them grow up the same way we did. They're great for having kids and taking them with us and introducing them to it.
Is your little girl, is she shooting yet?
She finally wants to go hunting with me this year. So I can't wait.
Man, that's awesome.
That was originally why I bought that stand, was so that she could go with me.
Yeah. So you're telling me I could get that my 6/7-year-old could shoot a suppressed 300 on like a bog pod and be fine.
Easily. Yeah. I would say just get used to it, Sure. But yeah, no problem.
Probably no earphones, right?
Yeah, I'm always going to say wear earphones because it's the appropriate thing to say, but the suppressor lowers the dB so much on a 300 blackout that you don't need them.
Really?
You don't need them.
Huh.
Yeah, they're impressive.
I haven't done it yet. Reed's done the suppressed thing where he put in. Does it still take 10 years to get it?
14 days was my last one.
Mine was 2 months.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And these companies now you can go through, will do everything for you. Like you just got it. They'll call you and they'll ask you questions and go, yes.
Yeah.
Address, phone number. No, I've never been to jail. No, I've never.
Are they going to try to take them from us or are we good?
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Not this administration.
Personally, not this administration.
Yeah, I'm just saying ever.
I think it'll be.
And I don't mean guns. I mean like the suppressors.
Oh, well, they're trying to pass a bill now to where it's actually more accessible to get suppressors.
I'm with that.
Because it kind of makes sense. Like suppressors don't make your gun any more deadly or anything else. It just
honestly kind of makes it less.
Yeah, it's the Hearing Act and they need to pass it because it's so much better on our ears.
I know, man. My ears are toast.
Dude, same. Because we all grew up just shooting 300 Win Mags and freaking 308s in the woods.
And our daddies going, shoot him again. Our brothers and our daddies shooting them from both sides. Just the blast in there. Yeah.
What's the loudest blast you can remember?
I mean, there have been plenty of times where somebody shoots and my vision goes black and my ears start ringing for 3 minutes. And I'm like, did you get him?
You remember I shot that old deer in Wayne County out of that tent blind?
Which one? Which old deer?
With that 6.5 300.
Oh, the short time 10. That was.
I remember your eyes watering. You were like, cross-eyed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a seizure on that time.
We had a muzzle brake on the end of it.
All right, quick. We got to get the music.
It's so loud. All right, go.
Hey, give us the rundown. 50 minutes. We got time. We got time. Give us the rundown of your journey to Nashville and how you kind of like came to you tore your meniscus in your knee.
Yeah.
Was music a thing that you had always like? Was it second place? Was it kind of or was it like a dream past baseball that you kind of saw yourself doing later?
Yeah, no, not at all. I didn't even think about music. I took guitar lessons when I was like 5. Mama made me take them, and I took like maybe 10 of them, and didn't do it anymore. It was all baseball. And then I got hurt, and the girl I was dating had a guitar in her closet, and I was like, "Can I take it home with me?" And I was going through it because everything that I had ever dreamed about was gone pretty much when
after you tore your
knee got hurt.
Yeah.
And so as you can imagine, I don't know if I was depressed. I was just going through it. And so I took the guitar home and kind of relearned a lot of things on YouTube. YouTube was a powerful tool for learning guitar. Still is, man. And just started writing about, I don't know why, my dad wrote poems. And so I just started writing songs that were awful about what I was going through.
That's what you're supposed to do, by the way. If your songs are awful, they're supposed to be.
Just keep writing them. Yeah. So I did that. And then there was a little biker bar down the road that we would always ride our bikes to called the Poorhouse in Farmville, North Carolina. I was still living in Greenville at school. And the girl that was the bartender there, she was like, "We'll pay you $250 to come play for 4 hours."
I'm about to be rich.
For an 18, 19-year-old college kid, it was like that didn't have a scholarship or anything.
I ain't never getting a job.
So I'm like, okay, I'll come do it, dude. And they let me drink for free, and I was having a blast. And so that led to another bar, and I'm just playing Travis Tritt cover songs and that kind of stuff.
You're a great singer. Have you always sang? Did you sing coming up?
No, I never sang.
Really?
I sang in the choir, like the youth choir in church. But that was
I
it.
feel like you're a natural singer, though.
I feel like that too.
Dude.
Yeah.
Y'all are great singers.
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not
Mr.
at all.
Record Deal.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was whatever. That was a fluke. Anyhow.
Yeah, because that's what they are.
Yeah. But so I started playing shows, and then I met this guy on Twitter who we all love, that was doing the same thing that I was doing in Boone, Luke. And we just started kind of like, I would go to Boone and play some acoustic shows with him, and we would write, and vice versa. And he put a band together and I put a band together, and he started, we were just playing little beer joints and sports bars and stuff. And then he moved to Nashville. At this time, I had no idea that I thought, Jason Aldean wrote all of his songs and George Strait wrote. I didn't know that songwriters were a thing. And Luke, I would come up to Nashville and sleep in Luke's guest bedroom. And then he was like, dude, why don't you just move? Like, you're coming up here once a month. Why don't you just move? And so just took a leap of faith, moved up here. Luke was on tour with Brantley Gilbert at the time. Brantley was looking for somebody to sign to his publishing deal, that kind of wrote that thing. And Luke, being the guy that he is, was like, Josh Phillips would be a great option. And so sent Brantley some songs. Brantley signs me to a publishing deal.
That's awesome.
Freaking 3 or 4 months later, Scott Borchetta, the head of Big Machine, hears me singing a demo that I sent to Brantley. Says, who is this? Signs me to a record deal. I go on a radio tour 2021.
Gosh, you hated radio.
I hated it, dude. It was
Every time
awful.
I talk to you, you're like, oh, I hate radio.
I hated it, dude.
Dude, you ain't no radio tour guy.
No.
We're not radio tour guys, man.
No. And it was, but it's like as a 20-year-old kid, you get an advance thrown in your face for a record deal. It's like, why not try it?
Oh, absolutely. I can do anything for
sure.
an X
Yeah.
amount of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Do you remember that show at Third and I think it was the first time I've ever met you was I don't know if it was a showcase or your first Big Machine show or something, but it was at Third and Lindsley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went.
Yeah.
I remember
we were
going.
sitting there with Tally and everybody and Jonathan at the table. And
you remember who was headlining that night? Morgan Wallen.
Was it?
It was a William Morris takeover at Third and Lindsley.
I don't know. We didn't stay. We watched you and then
That's
dipped.
right.
Yeah, Wallen headlined that night.
That's crazy.
200 people. Yep.
That's wild.
Yep. It was before Up Down and all that stuff.
Yeah. It was before all that.
That's crazy, man.
yeah.
Back then it was shiny, bro.
Oh, it was all
Back then it was like the coolest thing in the world, dude.
Yeah. Well, it was, you got a label head going, you're going to be rich in 2 years.
Oh,
You're going
no
to be
doubt.
on the radio.
No
Everybody's going to love you and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why not?
Absolutely, man.
They don't tell you about radio tour and going to 5 radio stations and sitting there telling the same stories, answering the same questions, singing the same songs over and over again.
So
They just dangled the
So
carrot.
basically this. Basically this. Basically podcast.
no, if this was radio tour, I'd do it every day. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. You hit the road hard there for a little while.
Yeah, dude.
And it worked on you.
When was the like I'm not doing the artist thing. I'm just gonna write songs.
We prayed about it, or I prayed about it a whole lot. And I didn't, y'all know, I didn't have a lot of cuts. I had a couple like Combs album cuts and Brantley album cuts, but I didn't really have anything going that was making money. And my artist thing wasn't really making money outside of playing shows. And so I prayed about it a bunch. And Hunter, our oldest, was born, and I missed her being born. And that was when it was like,
Oh God, man.
Where were you?
I was in
I kind of remember this. I kind of remember this.
Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yep. And she went into labor 2 weeks early. That was my last weekend of playing. She went into labor 2 weeks early, dude. And I came home and just defeated. And it still bugs me, dude, that I missed her being born. And then I missed that. Missed her first steps because I was still on the road. And there was just one night, I'll never forget it. I'm outside. Y'all know I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm outside with a dip in my mouth, smoking a cigarette, drinking a vodka water, going through
My
it. dude.
God.
That's rock bottom.
And Jordan walks outside and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. Like, God is not telling me what he wants me to do.
Yeah.
And this was the first time I think I'd ever been mad at God. And I'm just like, me and God are going at it, dude. I'm praying and I'm like, God, what the heck do you want me to do?
Yeah.
But different language than what I just used. And man, it was literally like within a week span, my drummer, my bass player, my lead guitar player who'd been with me from day one all quit without any of the other ones knowing that they were quitting.
Wow.
And they were like, we'll finish out the year. We just want to be family guys and be dads and that kind of thing. And then it still wasn't enough for me. It was almost enough. And then Chris Young called me one day. Hey, I'm cutting 2 songs. Luke called me. He was cutting another song. And then Brantley called me, and that was that record. I got like 6 cuts on that record. And I was like, okay, God, I guess.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for finally letting me know.
Directing the path.
My bad.
Yeah,
when your entire band quits and the entire town cuts all your songs, it's kind of a clear indicator.
Yeah, and so I called Borchetta, and dude, Scott was so nice. He was like, man, we want you here, but if you're not happy, then
that's great.
You know, he let me out clean and simple.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's great.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Give us. I know you're probably tired of talking about it, but I want to hear about it again.
Yeah,
and I'll never get sick of hearing it. But give us inception to ACM Song of the Year.
Oh, dude, Dirt Cheap. So 6 years ago, my girlfriend and I, Jordan and I, weren't married yet.
Yeah.
We went and bought this house. It was built in 1904. It was an old farmhouse. And
was this the one in Ashland City or the one north of that?
Ashland City.
Okay, I remember that.
Not in town, Ashland City.
Okay, that's
the one we're
I'm
living
thinking.
in now.
Okay, gotcha.
And so my family, my dad was in construction, so I'm like, take it on myself. I'll remodel this house while we live in it with our 6-month-old.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's simple. Yeah. First time father.
You only live what? YOLO, dog.
First time father, you know, up here, and not even married yet. And
dude, first time father, screw the father, dog. First time mama in that thing. That's the kicker.
All your boys were sitting around wondering, what took you so long to marry Jordan, dude?
I really don't know, to be honest.
We were all like, dude, he is screwing this up. He needs to work this out quickly.
Jordan's make good wives, dude.
Yeah.
He got one
she's
too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She's the best, man.
Yeah, she's great.
I don't know, dude. I tell her all the time, if God would have let me know that she was the girl I was going to marry at 18 years old, I would have found her then.
Okay.
And went ahead and knocked her up 3 times and got it out of the way. But she's the best, dude. But
lived in a first floor condo too.
Come
you
on.
could do the thing. Yeah.
All right.
it would have kept me out of a lot of trouble.
So you're rebuilding this house with a 6-month-old screaming.
Yeah. So, and when I say rebuild, like literally, like
you're
just, I mean, we bought it for $215.
You're taking the studs out.
Yeah, it was.
I remember you having burn piles in your backyard like every 3 days.
Yeah.
Of all the stuff.
Just getting rid of stuff. And so, I mean, we painted, tore out, we added on to it. We tore out doors and windows and floors and just like, so much.
Yeah.
And it took us a while because we didn't have that much money. So it was,
you doing it on a budget, right?
Yeah. So I think it was March 9th, 2022. I'm sitting outside of it around a fire pit. Like
that's heavy COVID, isn't it?
No,
right after COVID.
Oh, 2021 was in COVID. That's right.
2020, 21.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
quit talking.
I'm just curious. I'm wondering when it was.
Post COVID, sitting outside of it like guys do, just kind of admiring, like, look at what we've done, you know, for a second. And I was just thinking about like all the work that we'd done on the house and all the memories that we had made there. And I had this title in my phone, Dirt Cheap. All I knew was that it looked cool. I didn't know how to write it yet. And I was like, you can't buy that kind of dirt cheap. And so went out to the building, wrote the song that night, wrote first verse, second verse, and the choruses that night. And the last chorus, I didn't have the bridge yet. Came back the next day, wrote the bridge, recorded it, played it for Jordan, and I was like, I have to send this to Luke. And so I sent it to Luke, no response.
Of course not.
I'm immediately deflated because it's like, okay, the song sucks. Like I thought it was better than it really is, kind of thing.
He showed me where you sent it to him.
I was about to say we were in Oklahoma and driving around, and he was playing songs, and he looked up. He was going to play me one of your songs, and he looked up. He looked at me and like smiled, and I was like, "What?" He was like, Look at the last song Josh Phillips sent me, and it was Dirt Cheap. And he was like, screwed that one up, didn't I? He's like, I missed on that one. Let me interrupt you right quick. Yeah. Was that something you do? Like, do you write like any idea? Do you just take an idea at night if it comes to you and go work on it by yourself, or was that the type of idea as soon as it hit you, you're like, I know how to write this song. I got to write it right now.
I think it was a little bit of both. Like I do try to do that quite a bit, at least to come into, as we all do, like come into a room with half a song.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That one just kept falling out. Mm-hmm. So it was like, while I'm sitting here, I'm just going to let it keep falling out.
Sure.
You know?
Because that's, I mean, like, let's talk about a solo hit right quick. Like it's very
borderline impossible.
I know.
Especially if you're not the artist performing it.
And on a song like that, how special it was. Literally, you're writing it on your ground, behind your house with these just like these lines that are your life falling out.
Yeah.
To me, that's the pinnacle of like what you have experienced, man, over the past couple of years now, I guess, year.
Yeah.
That's the Mount Everest mountaintop, dude, for a songwriter, man.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope you enjoyed it.
It's a smooth ride
because it's over now, buddy.
I mean, but you're gliding. You ain't hitting moguls, dog. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, and bro, props to you, dog.
Thank you,
Oh man, we're so proud. We're so proud when that was happening. We're so proud now. It's like, but the entire town knows you're like a great dude, and knows you're a great songwriter. And sometimes it just takes, time for those stars to align. And man, how did that feel, knowing that the entire town had your back?
Pretty incredible, man. It was, and just like the day that it came out, and y'all remember, it was like, I think y'all texted me, I know, and there was just hundreds of people that texted me from town. And Chris Lacey called me, and I said, I've never felt just like so loved and like
validated.
Yeah, just because y'all know, man, it was like I quit being an artist in 22, and for 2 years I freaking just wrote 3 times a day, 4 times a day, trying to catch up to all these guys that had just been writing. Because I spent so much time being an artist, and
you can't halfway do both.
No, you can't.
You have to be all the way in on one thing or all the way in on the other.
Yeah, and so it was like I have to catch up and write as many songs as these dudes have been writing, and so it just felt like it took forever. Even though the reality of it is it didn't really. God had his timing, and it was perfect. But it was just really overwhelming.
How did Cody get it?
Jordan, thank God.
Your wife, Jordan.
She says, "Why don't you send it to Cody Johnson?" And I was like, I never would have. I just hadn't thought about that. And I said, I don't know Cody, but I know Trent Willman, his producer. Thank God for the artist years, because I wrote with Trent when I was an artist.
Setting it all up. Dude.
God just doing his thing,
it all,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
I got chill bumps.
And so I sent it to Trent. The last text that I had sent him was about the song that we wrote years ago when we were, like the day that we wrote it, when I was an artist. So I hadn't talked to him in a while. I sent him that song, "Hey man, you might like this." And he calls me and he goes, "Thanks for making Old Cowboy cry. We're going to cut that song."
Oof.
And so it was just like, I don't know, it's crazy. And so he gets it. They say they're going to cut it. And Jordan's all excited. And us as songwriters, we're kind of Debbie Downers sometimes. And I'm like, babe, it's not going to be a single. Like, it's fine. It's great that it got cut. I'm super pumped about it. But it's 4 minutes long and a dog dies in it. Nobody's singling that song.
Right.
And so they tell us it's going to be a single. It goes number 1 September 3rd of last year. And then freaking ACM Song of the Year this year.
Dang,
unbelievable,
crazy.
Man. That's one of the most beautiful little paths that I've seen in Nashville, man. Because you see people win stuff, and you see people, co-writes and all that. But just I agree. It felt like it took a while for you.
Yeah.
And we knew, everybody knew you were a great songwriter,
No
a great
doubt,
singer.
man. Absolutely.
It just took a minute for all the pieces to click. But when they clicked, son, that was a beautiful thing to watch.
It was a beautiful thing to feel too. It was awesome. So,
but the way dude, that's my thing, man, is like, it just that ain't nobody else. That ain't nobody else's words. That ain't nobody else's life. That ain't a co-write, man. Like that's your story.
And not that there's anything with co-writes. It's just,
not at all.
You do a lot of that.
Not at all, man. But that's part. The majority of the beauty of it to me, man, is just that I love a real song.
It's so authentic to your life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the most authentic.
Well, thank you.
It's the only thing it could be.
Yeah, I will say it's like not having your buddies to text or your co-writers to text when it's like
climbing,
slowing down at 15 or slowing down at 7.
Hey man, we good? Y'all took the
promoters?
We
good? It's nerve wracking, dude. Because I have nobody to talk to.
Yeah, but having nobody to text when it goes number 1 is pretty nice too.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, give us that. Give us the best thing about that, and give us the worst thing about writing a single solo number 1 by yourself.
The worst thing would definitely be just the nerve wrackingness of it, and like y'all know me, I hate public speaking.
But it was scorching. I mean, the song was scorching the entire time.
Well, it scorched to 12, and then it was like 2 weeks at 12, 2 weeks at 11, 2 weeks at 10, 2 weeks at 9.
Okay.
Which
is nice on the back end.
Yeah, on the back end.
Sorry for not feeling sorry for you, brother.
On the back end, it's like, thank God it slowed down where it did,
Yeah.
but yeah, the worst part of it would be like having to be the only person that walks on stage to give a speech because I suck at giving speeches.
Doable. Worth it.
Yeah, worth it. If you saw the ACMs, the mic was stuck, so I'm like bent over like the Hunchback of Notre Dame trying to give my speech. That and just not have anybody to text. The best things would be, and y'all know this, I think it applies to any number one. It's like the doors that it opens.
For sure.
It's
a different town.
It's a total different town.
The day after is a different town.
Songs start getting listened to differently.
Yeah.
And financially, things do change.
Yeah, man. Well, and that's the thing. They're so hard to come by, right? Like number ones are so hard to come by, and they're the championships. They're the World Series. They're the holy grail of this town for a songwriter. And but it is how life changing it is for not only your journey in town now, hopefully for the rest of our lives, but like the way it sets up your family, man, and the way your kids are taken care of, and it just takes a huge relief, man. When before they come, before you have one, you think they're never coming, ever, and even when you get one, you still don't think.
Well, another one's never coming.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a really, really special thing.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here. We usually just like let people play stuff and kind of sing it and be done. But do you care to like maybe play some of it and kind of walk us through like where you got those lines? Because I know how personal it is to you.
Yeah,
give me some.
I've actually never done like a walkthrough, but I'm here for it.
Well, I think we're close enough. I wouldn't ask anybody to do this, but I think we're buddies enough that you can kind of show us your life through it a little bit.
So we bought the house from an old lady that was her husband was a farmer, and he built the house. And so came in thinking top dollar, that old cotton crop farmer already knocked on the screen door, and he said, Lord, what you need, boys? And they said, you know, all the others went and cashed out. We got the subdivision all mapped out. It'll sit right here on this land. You could leave town a rich man. He said, boys, whatever you're offering, well, it won't be enough. 'Cause I got a little girl that used to swing right there. Still see her pink bow in her brown hair. She's in the big city, but she still calls home. What's she gonna do if she comes back and we're gone? Over there under that white oak tree, beneath the cross where my best buddy's buried. Lasted 13 hunting seasons running strong. Keep your money, 'cause a man can't leave his dog. And over there's where I got down on one knee. And you came back that kind of dirt cheap.
I mean, bro.
Keep going. Keep going.
It tears me up.
Just keep going.
Jesus.
One man smiled and he kind of looked away. The other said, before we go, I gotta know one thing. Between the droughts and the floods through all the years, what in the world got you through? How the hell did you get here? And he said, that little girl that used to swing right there. Still see her pink bow in her brown hair. Running up after one of them long days. Big smile making every little worry fade. And over there under that white oak tree, beneath the cross where my best buddy's buried. All them hunting seasons freezing in a giant boat. Me and him, double barrel and a two-stroke. And that woman that said yes when I got down on one knee. And you came back that kind of dirt cheap. No, it ain't something you fall into. It's something God gives you and you hold on to.
Get out of here, dude.
Just like that little girl used to swing right there. I still see her pink bow in her brown hair. She's in the big city, but she still calls home. She's coming back next week, man, and it's been too long. Yeah. Over there under that white oak tree, beside that cross where my best buddy's buried, lays a puppy posted up in the shade. That woman never could turn away astray. Well, I guess that's why she said yes when I got down on one knee. Lord, as long as all that's here, why in the world would I ever leave?
It's perfect.
No, you can't buy that kind of dirt cheap.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Dude, you aren't supposed to wreck us on a Tuesday, dude. Dang. Is it Tuesday?
The song's perfect, man.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I mean, it's such a no-brainer.
I've never seen the music video, but like, I have.
I just
Like,
see
I've got
you,
it.
man. I see you and your little girl, and I see the thing, and I see me, and I see where I
Same.
hit my knee in my living room of my little house that I
Yeah,
bought. I
no
mean,
doubt.
and I think that's what everybody sees, man.
Yeah.
I think that's why it was so huge and relatable, is because there's so many people that listen to country music that have lived that life.
Yeah, for sure. I just thank God it was relatable, man. And because it's like I was just writing it for us.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I think
Oh, man,
as
come
songwriters,
on.
we have to do that sometimes. It's
Shoot,
just
no
like,
doubt, man.
Just write songs for us and
Not
not
ch-
care if they get cut.
Yeah, not chase the thing, just do
Yeah.
something authentic. And that seems to be what sticks out when you do that, you know.
Yeah.
But how cool, I was thinking about it right then, how cool for your little girl, like for the rest of her life, to know she lives in that song.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. We I don't know if y'all saw the video, but when we got back from the ACMs, I picked her up from school and surprised her. And
Wait, what do you mean you surprised? Well, how did you surprise her? Like picking her up or what?
yeah, because she thought the babysitter was still there.
Gotcha.
And so we got back early, and I picked her up from school, and I'm in the front seat, and she calls it she calls it the Cody song because Cody sings.
Yeah,
It's not Dad's song. Cool.
right.
But and she said, I said, baby, you know the little girl song? And she said, the song about me? And I said, yeah. I said, we won Song of the Year, and her face just goes, really? And I was like, yeah, we did it, baby. And she goes, that's awesome, Dad. You know, just as happy as a 6-year-old
Get
can
out of
be.
here, man.
It was
I ate a
awesome.
peanut butter jelly for lunch, you know? Yeah, man. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I ate my
dude.
whole lunch. It's so funny.
Dang.
She probably does the same thing Liza does. Because Liza knows Luke,
Yeah.
she doesn't think he's anybody.
Yeah.
Like she hears him on the radio, she sees him on one
Oh,
shows.
sure.
But she thinks Dylan Marlowe is like
Coolest thing in the world.
the biggest star
Next
in the
to Jesus.
world. Oh man. I told her, I said, hey man, you know I know Dylan Marlowe. She was like, Daddy.
Yeah, well, you're right.
No, you don't.
You're not a boy.
You don't know
You're not a boy from back home.
You don't know
baby.
boys back home. You don't know them. I'm like, no, I actually know Dylan Scott too. I know both of those jokers. She's like, oh, okay, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what about Luke? He's got songs on the radio. She's like,
Yeah.
he's just Mr. Luke. She don't. It's the funniest thing, man. He's just a regular old.
Do you ever flex on them? Like my nieces are real into, like they love Dylan Scott and they love Michael Ray. And so one time they were there and I called Michael and he was in town. I was like, hey, can you just come by the house?
Oh,
and they
snap.
lost
Oh,
it.
I'm
Sure. But I'll be like, they'll be talking about, I don't know, whoever. Let's just say Luke. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, go through my phone, like, look, there's his number. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you know, you have that.
I think we're so I think people just like our nephews and stuff are so past the flex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish there's not like a young girl in my life that would think that was like super cool, or I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Dang,
crazy,
dude.
man. That song is so beautiful, dude.
Yeah, that
Thank you.
got me, man. That
Yeah,
got
we
me.
love you and we're real proud of you for that.
I love
dude.
you guys.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
That's
Yeah.
Thank
so
y'all.
great.
Dude, do we even do a gravorite?
I mean, if he wants to do it, he can. But that song, there's nothing that's going to follow that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I don't know that there is a song I can think of off the top of my
I
head.
kind of don't want to hear another song all day.
Let's leave it. Let's let that be the graver. I kind of don't want it to get any showtime. Because I want that
me
song
too.
to
I
get
just
it
kind of
all.
want to. I kind of want to end right there, dude.
Did you, when you were writing that, did you see your little girl in the tire swing for real?
Oh yeah, dude. Like I was bawling while I was writing the song
Really?
because it was just our, it's our story for the most part.
Dude, that's a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah,
That's a puppy laying in the shade, little girl swinging on. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go do that this
Out
afternoon.
of that song, what percentage of those things are like song creative liberty and what are absolute truths?
The verses are not, it's song.
Yeah.
It's more based on who we bought the house from because her husband was a farmer. The people trying to buy the land was just like Ashland City's growing as it is where you are. And we don't want to see it grow anymore.
No.
And so inevitably somebody, will buy that house one day if I sell it or whatever, and try to put a strip mall there or something.
Yeah.
But anyhow, and then the chorus is 100% true. Hunter's the little girl with the pink bow and her brown hair. The stray is Cash, our dog. Y'all know Cash.
Yeah.
I did propose to Jordan in the front yard of that house.
Unbelievable.
So
I love to see that win, man. Gosh.
A win on the biggest stage.
I just can't get tired of that, man. I can't get tired of that.
Hey, dude, we love you.
Love y'all, boys.
Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's been fun.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Sorry we talked over you the whole time.
No, it's awesome. I had a blast.
And I'm sure we'll get roasted for it.
Yeah, they will. We don't care.
What you got coming up? You do any hunts this fall? Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm actually heading down next month. It's where Jordan killed her 252 whitetail. We don't want to talk about it. But so we're heading down there. Ronnie and Terry, the folks that own that place, this Rocky New Ranch, have became like really good friends of ours and family.
Texas?
And it's down in Texas. So that relationship started by we just kind of swap, like I'll come down and play for your guest if you'll let me hunt kind of thing.
They'll give you something free.
I know some guys that do that.
We love doing it. And so Jordan, I take Jordan down and she was supposed to kill a coal and he lets her harvest a 252-inch whitetail, which is insane. Anyhow, I'm going down there in July for his birthday. We're going to go just play some songs for him and his friends.
Cool.
And hopefully drop an Axis because I love Axis meat.
Best eating there is.
Ain't no doubt.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ain't no doubt.
That's money.
So,
all right, man. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank
we
you.
love you. Congrats on everything, bro.
You look awesome. Shoes,
you. Love y'all,
cleanest
boys.
shoes that's been on here.
No, ain't no doubt.
You gonna
first
give him
time-
Mr. Covas or not, dude?
Oh yeah, bro. We got you a
Yeah.
little something. Since everybody loves to give you free stuff now.
Yeah, just take some more free stuff.
There you go, bro. Just have some more.
Thank you so
Tacos,
much.
dog.
Hey, when it rains, it pours, right, boys?
Yeah.
let's go. Thank y'all.
We should rip them out.
These
Show
are
them to the
awesome.
camera.
Yeah, come on.
Make the sponsorship happy.
Yeah, jeez. You know how to do that. We know that's for sure.
Oh, these are so sick.
Yeah, we clean on
A little
you.
original
these are
cowhide for you, bro.
killer. I love it. Thank y'all.
Josh
so
Phillips,
much.
Sound Gods
Tacos.
Country.
that's
Thanks.
right.
Appreciate
Love you, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
Thank y'all.
Get out of here, man.